So that was another really exciting day that we had at, what was the name of that place that we went to?
Pure Venom.
Pure Venom. Yeah, so that's in a place called Port Shepstone. It's on the south coast of South Africa. And it really highlights, what, snakes, eh?
Yeah.
Snakes. And other things like crocodiles, and there were birds there.
Yeah.
So, and there's also a few reptiles. So that was quite exciting because we're hoping to go up to higher up in Africa, and there's always this kind of thing about snakes, eh? I know the local people here are very, very scared of snakes, and they kill snakes. On this particular property where we are now, this year we've already seen 3 lots of different snakes. We've seen the basically, I think it's called the Natal green snake.
Yeah.
Beautiful emerald green snake, little spots on it. Not really aggressive at all, really harmless. And we've also had a
King Cobra.
I think you're thinking about back to the Philippines. No king cobra here. But on this property we had
Black Mamba.
we had a herald snake, like a brown, like a house garden, not a house garden snake, a brown snake. Now they look quite aggressive because they curl up like that as well, but they're not really. They can bite, they can give you a bit of a headache, but generally they're fine. And this one, he did the little curling up act because we woke him up. He was hiding under some logs.
Yeah.
And my son wanted to play with him a little bit. So you can understand why he was a bit unhappy, but he soon calmed down and you could play with him. So it's important for us to know about snakes, and that's why we went to this place called Pure Venom. They keep basically a few of the local type of snakes that you find locally. So we went there, and you had an opportunity, didn't you, to hold the snake? Okay. And that was, what kind of snake was that you put around yourself?
Taking pictures.
Okay.
Sometimes it's 1.8.
1.8, is it? Is it a male or female, this one?
Yeah, you guys are scary.
Okay, you must hold the other hand. Hold it tightly. So his mouth, so he doesn't open his mouth. What does that feel like? Remember?
I think anaconda.
No, it wasn't an anaconda. So it was a python. Huh?
Python.
A rock python.
Okay.
So they obviously constrictors. So they're not venomous, but they do have a bite. That's why I kept on saying to you, be careful. Don't put your hand near its mouth because they don't really bite, but they can bite like a bit like a dog. So you had that, and then what about that little reptile you had in your hand? What was that called?
I can't remember.
You don't remember what that little reptile? Crocodile.
Yeah, but the baby one.
Yeah, the baby one you were holding.
I think Nile.
Oh, I see what you mean. Yeah, it was just the normal Nile crocodile that you get here. All right, so you had the opportunity to hold it, and what did that feel like?
Scary.
Scary. But they're beautiful animals, aren't they?
Yeah.
I mean, it's just like kind of shocks me. It's like a miniature huge crocodile, isn't it? It's got all the proportions, and it's really, really cute. Now, up in Zimbabwe, where we hope to go stay, there's so many crocodiles there. And those you're probably going to see on a daily basis. Especially if you go out at night and you shine your lights, because then you see their eyes, because they come out and feed at night. So we had a look at that, and that was quite interesting. What were some of the snakes? Okay, you're not very good with names. Let me help you out. So
Black Mamba.
the black mamba was the one that the guy kind of woke up to show us.
Is this dangerous snake? Yeah. So ready? 1, 2, 3. Going to open. Yeah, guys, Black Mamba. So dangerous in this world.
When he opens the mouth, you see it.
Yeah. Don't be shy. So scary, guys. So scary, so scary. Yeah.
Because it was curled up in its box, so we needed to see it. So he woke it up for us, and he got quite aggressive because they are an aggressive snake. And such a beautiful specimen when he opens that mouth and it's just blacking. Eh? So I think if we were to come across a black mamba now, we would be able to identify it by the shape of its head and by that when it opens its mouth, and also the size. So that's quite something. But what I really liked was that other one, that banded, well, it's not a banded cobra.
Hi, how are you? Don't be bite, okay? Understand? Understand, yes or no? Guys, yan po yung pinaka-dangerous. So, ewan ko ba kung meron kami sa Philippines dito. Yan po yung spectacled cobra. Hi, cobra, hi!
I don't think that was the banded cobra. I think that was called a ringcalf.
I don't know.
Okay, so it's not really a cobra. It's just a specimen on its own. And it was kept on spitting, remember? It would spit at the window. And also hugely aggressive. But it had the kind of same movements of a cobra. But it is not a cobra, I believe. It's a species on its own. And they're quite dangerous in the sense that they can play dead. So they kind of fold their head back and they just lie. That's one of their defensive kind of postures. So that, you know, like these big animals that come to want to kill them think that it's dead. And then just don't really attack it properly, like a mongoose or one of these. And then when it gets close enough, it will take you out. So that's something to watch out for, because where we're going, there's going to be lots of those as well. So we're preparing ourselves. Some of the snakes. We also had to look more the eastern side of Zimbabwe. There's going to be this 𝗑𝗵𝗶𝘀𝗙𝗶, and that was that beautiful one that you said looked like it had feathers on, eh? That beautiful markings, big, chubby, but it wasn't that long, not even maybe a meter. A big full adult. So that's another one you got to keep your eyes open for, because they would just generally just roll up and stay in pathways and wait for an animal to come near it, to like stand on it, and then it would I think it's got back fangs, so that would back fang that animal, and also highly venomous, eh?
Yeah.
So I think it kind of gave us a bit of perspective about the different types of snakes and to respect them and understand that most of them, they feel your vibration well before you come in contact with them. So they move off. That's why they're quite difficult to ever see. I'm sure in this garden right now, there must be,
I don't know.
There must be quite a few. But obviously, they feel your vibrations as you walk. So they're going to scuttle away. They're going to hide. Okay. And also, unless you go looking for them, unless you go digging up under logs or something like that, they're not just going to come and say, hello, here I am. So that's a good thing. So that was interesting. What other things did you enjoy doing there at Pure Venom?
That emu.
Okay, yeah. So they had a few emus. Which initially you thought were?
Ostrich.
Yeah, she kept on saying there's an ostrich, but it wasn't. It was an emu. I don't know why they had emus there. Maybe they were rescue animals, or maybe because it was just a unique thing for South Africa. Because normally South Africa would have ostriches, but they had the emus, so which are more New Zealand, eh? Yeah. And you enjoyed the parrots, though, didn't you?
Yeah.
You were singing to the parrots. It was quite funny.
Hello. Aww, so sweet. You're so sweet, you know that. You're so beautiful. Oh.
Take it home.
Yeah, please. I want to take a parrot, Daddy. I want a bird at home. Oh, baby.
So they had the parrots. They also had, obviously, a range of different parrots. But then, obviously, to feed all these snakes, they had an area where they were breeding rabbits. Yeah.
Guys, we had black rabbit. I don't know what's name. Breeding bunnies. Hi, baby. Come in. It's so beautiful.
obviously to feed the snakes, and also they were breeding rats.
Yeah.
We went into that, and that was quite an interesting little place to see how they were breeding the rats for the food. Okay, so obviously that also makes you feel a bit better because the snakes are doing a good job, aren't they? They're eating all the rats.
Yeah.
So we need snakes. I think that's why in the Philippines there's so many cobras, eh? Because there's so many rats.
I don't
Yeah, I remember going into your house the one day, and a big rat came out. But when I say a rat, we used to rats occasionally here, but not the size that you find in the Philippines. I thought it looked like a dog. It was like a small dog, but no, it was a rat. And nobody seemed too fussed about it. Eh?
No.
I mean, your family run a bit of like an eating place, and this thing just ran right through everybody. And nobody batted an eyelid. So I can understand why there's nice big king cobras there to take out that size of a rat, because it's needed.
Yeah.
Yeah. So we also saw, other than what did we talk about with the snakes, the crocodiles. They had a whole lot of crocodiles there, so they're running a bit of a crocodile farm there as well. So we had a look at that and how they lay their eggs and where they lay them eggs and how long they take before they hatch. Now I'm hoping once again when we get up to Zimbabwe to go and see how this all happens in nature, and go on a bit of an egg hunt to find out where the crocodiles are laying their eggs, and just see how that is in the nature, not on a crocodile farm. So but you have to go find these things out first, before you go into the bush itself. So we're preparing ourselves. That's really what we're doing. Getting to understand snakes a bit, seeing them in real life, so that we don't get, we don't become too fearful, but at the same time we have respect for them. Eh?
Yeah.
And then there was a pot-belly pig there that you quite liked. Eh? Remember, he was huge. He could hardly move. And there was a goat that liked you a bit too much and kept on bumping you. Eh? You remember that? And what else was there? That's not an ostrich. It's an emu.
Duck. I'll peck you.
What's he doing? Eating you.
You're back. La, la, la,
You got a friend. This one's pregnant. Breeding bunnies. Yes, baby bunnies. Yeah, it was just a very nice day out.
I think that's it.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah. Well, you're forgetting there was those other reptile things. Iguanas.
Yeah.
There was some iguanas. I don't think we really took any videos on the iguana.
I don't know.
But they looked like an albino one, and there was a very colorful other one. But there was also this big albino python. That was, remember, it weaved itself into the roof trusses. Huge thing.
Yeah.
So once again, a very nice day out. And we can recommend anybody wants to have a day out in Port Shepstone to go and visit Pure Venom. It's well worth the money, and you will get educated. And the staff there are very good because they were prepared to show you the animals, let you touch the animals. They would like wake the animals up for you a bit, and they were prepared to even feed the animals while you're there. So that was a good thing. All right, so we just thought we'd share that with people. Like I said, we're getting ready to get going on our African trip, probably next year sometime. So this is all the preparation work and getting Grace used to the fact that in Africa there are a lot of snakes. All right, guys. So if you like what you've seen, please push the likes, subscribe.
Push the
No.
notification bell.
Yep.
And
We'll see you again tomorrow.
click our link.
Click our link. Because tomorrow we are going through to where? To Eland? Lake Eland. That's about 40 or 50 kilometers outside Port Shepstone. And that's a little wild park. It's a place that people in the city around here can take their children to see a few wild animals. But it's also part of this Orobi Gorge setup. So there's suspension bridges, there's this cable, whatever it's called. They speed down these cable lines. There's quite a bit to do. So we'll show you what's happening then when we get there. Okay. All right. Nice seeing you guys. Keep well.
Bye.
Cheers from Grace and Joe. Bye.